All right, let's speak about finding your niche in sports betting. I think it's a very, very important concept to cover. And what I mean by finding your niche is basically finding what you do well within the sports betting market, whatever market you're betting on, whatever sport you're betting on, and doubling down on that, So I always say that becoming a good all-round bettor is always the goal. But just because something is the goal, it doesn't mean that we're ever going to achieve it, right? Like becoming a good all-around bettor should always be the goal. But you may never hit that. Even me personally, I haven't mastered every single aspect of MMA betting. I've mastered like 80% of it. There's still 20% of MMA betting that I'm shit at. Specifically, and I can give you specifics right now because I'm speaking from data, back data like I always do. I ain't just speaking about random bullshit I pull out of my ass. I'm speaking from data. And if I go back and look at my 6-year tracked history, I can see that I am not good at picking fighters to win via submission. I'm negative in that, so I'm just not good at picking fighters to win via submission. I'm not even good at picking fighters to win inside the distance overall, but I am good at betting fights to end inside the distance. So in other words, based on the historical data of 6 years of tracking my bets, I know that I can pick a fight to finish, but if I pick what fighter is gonna finish the fight, I'm just not good at it, right? But I'm always striving to be good at that specifically. So that means I'm always striving to be a good all-around bettor. But at this point in time, I am not the perfect all-around bettor. I'm profitable on props, I'm profitable on parlays, I'm profitable on underdogs, I'm profitable on favorites, I'm profitable on all type of straight wagers, underdogs, favorites, like I said. I'm profitable on 90% of props, over props, under props, etc., etc., etc. I'm profitable on all of these things, but there's a couple of markets that I'm not profitable on, and I'm always striving to do better on those, right? So I'm honing my skill set, and I'm looking at why I'm not good at betting these things, and I'm trying to become better. But the way I've made the most money is by doubling down on the stuff I know I'm good at, right? So while I'm always striving to be better at the things I'm not good at, like via submission props, like I just told you, I'm actually doubling down on the stuff I know I'm good at. So too many people try to be a jack of all trades. And while that always should be your goal, the paradoxical nature is that it's not going to earn you the most money. Becoming a good all-round bettor, that's a 15, 20-year pursuit. But doubling down on what you're good at right now, you can literally do that this weekend. You're not going to be able to click your fingers and become a good all-round gambler in 7 days. But you can click your fingers and double down what you're good at today in 7 seconds. Because all you need to do is track your bets, look at the historical data, look at what you're good at, and as long as you have, years and years worth of data to tell you that you're definitely good at that, and you're not just thinking off the top of your head like what 90% of gamblers do, then you can double down on that today. This weekend, or, if you bet on basketball, maybe bet every day, or football, bet every day, etc. Whenever the next sporting event comes up that you want to bet on, double down on what you're already good at. So if you're good at betting favorites, look at what favorites you want to bet this weekend. Don't try and bet only underdogs if you know historically, based on your track data, you're good at underdogs. Use underdogs to your benefit. Or favorites, reverse. Sorry, I think I'm mistaken what I said there. If you're good at favorites, don't try and bet only underdogs. What you have to understand ultimately is that sports betting is very paradoxical, right? Just like life, to be honest. Life is extremely paradoxical. Like money, for example. Money is simultaneously the most important thing in the world, and also it means absolutely nothing. Love can be the most powerful emotion in the world and cause crazy happiness, but it also causes the most pain ever, the biggest heartbreak, right? So life is paradoxical, and sports betting is no different. While you should always be trying to become a good all-round bettor and ultimately be a jack of all trades, in the long term, in the short term, you need to double down on what you're good at, because that's how you're going to make big bucks. In 2021, at this point, I had like 5 years or 4 or 5 years of track data of me betting on max bets and big bets, and I had a crazy long-term track record, right? So I knew that when I placed a max bet, when I placed a big bet, they were good bets, and most of the time they had value on them, and hella value, right? So in 2021, I decided to go heavier on those bets based on my data, right? So although I could have started betting differently and tried to be a really good prop bettor or tried to be a really good submission bettor, I didn't do that. I'm still trying to improve those things, but I doubled down on my big bets and my max bets. And so when I had bigger max bets, I placed a lot more money than I did the previous years on them, because I knew that that's the fastest way to make money. So that's what the whole video is about. You know, I ain't gonna continue to repeat myself. I think I've got across what I wanted to get across in this video. Just understand that you personally are probably gonna have a niche. You personally are probably gonna have a specific way of gambling that suits you best. And your job as a sports bettor is to find that and double down on it to make big bank while still trying to learn about how to be a good all-round bettor in the background, right? That's more of something that goes on in the background. It's a lifelong pursuit, as I said. But double down on what you're really good at, and that's what's gonna bring you the most gains in sports betting. So good luck on your bets, boys. I'll see you in the next video. Boom.